The Oakland Raiders were founded in 1960 by a man who didn't want them, spent their first season dead broke playing in a college stadium, and would eventually be led by a coach-turned-owner so hostile to the NFL that he sued them 3 times and won twice. That owner was Al Davis, but before Davis, there was Chet Soda. Soda was a minority partner in the Minneapolis franchise of the brand-new American Football League, a startup league trying to compete with the NFL. In January 1960, the Minneapolis ownership group backed out. They'd gotten an NFL expansion slot instead. The AFL needed an 8th team immediately. Soda didn't want to own a team, but the league told him Oakland needed one. And if he didn't take it, the entire league might collapse before it started. So Soda took the franchise. He named them the Oakland Seniors. The name lasted 8 days. Oakland's Mexican-American community protested. The team became the Raiders instead. The franchise had no stadium deal, no coach, and by April, Soda had assembled a 30-person ownership group just to split the financial risk. They played their first season at Kezar Stadium in San Francisco, then moved to Candlestick Park, then finally to Frank Ewell Field in Oakland, a high school stadium with 22,000 seats. The Raiders went 2-12 in their first season. Attendance averaged 9,000. By the end of 1961, the franchise was losing $100,000 a year. Soda wanted out. The league wanted the team to survive. So in 1962, they brought in Wayne Valley, a construction magnate who'd made his fortune building tract housing across California. Valley became the managing general partner. He bought Soda out, consolidated the ownership group, and hired a new head coach every year for 3 straight years. The third coach was Al Davis. Davis was 33. He'd been an assistant with the San Diego Chargers. Valley hired him in 1963. Davis turned the Raiders around immediately, 10-4, then they made the playoffs in 1967. That same year, Davis was named AFL commissioner. He lasted 4 months. The AFL and NFL announced a merger. Davis opposed it. He wanted the AFL to keep fighting. The merger happened anyway. Davis resigned and went back to coaching the Raiders. 2 years later, Wayne Valley made him a partner. Davis bought 10% of the team and became managing general partner, effectively the team's CEO. That's when the war started. In 1976, Davis wanted to move the Raiders to a new stadium in Los Angeles. The NFL said no. Moves required a 3/4 league vote, and the league wanted to protect the Rams' LA territory. Davis sued the NFL for violating antitrust law. The case went to trial in 1981. Davis won. The court ruled the NFL's relocation rules were an illegal restraint of trade. The Raiders moved to Los Angeles that year and stayed for 13 seasons. In 1995, Davis moved them back to Oakland. The NFL didn't block it this time. Then in 2017, Davis's son Mark, who'd inherited the team when Al died in 2011, tried to move them to Las Vegas. This time, the NFL approved it, 31-1. The lone no vote was the Miami Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross, who'd wanted his own relocation approved first. The Raiders played their final game in Oakland in December 2019 and opened Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas in 2020. The franchise that started as the Seniors, played in a high school stadium, and lost money for years is now worth over $6 billion. And it only exists because Chet Soda didn't want it. Next time, we head north to the frozen rivalry that created the NHL's most valuable franchise.